Now in this one, question number 1 onwards. Now 1 to 5. Chesara ledo. Now tell me this 1 to 5 comes under the first or the second priority. Now first తీసుకుంటారా second and definitely under the first priority. Clear? మా try చేయండి first at least వస్తుందో రాలేదనేసి. And because the information is very less and we cannot expect lesser difficulty level than this one. మా ఇంతకన్నా తక్కువ అయితే రాదు. And this is, frankly speaking, now this set is of RRB clerk mains difficulty level, but not PO mains difficulty level at all. Hence, luckily if it was given in your PO, then you need to take this one as the first priority. Clear? Now you need to change your priorities because prelims are already completed. Now we were into what? Mains. Then coming to the first one here. Now there are some 6 persons and they are seated around a triangular table and all the persons are not facing the same direction and each one come to the office by different vehicles. And 3 persons who are facing the same direction are not immediate neighbors to each other, isn't it? And here, now who are the persons who are facing the center, those who are facing away from the center, that is not clearly given. My regular type of question, ఇదే మనకి క్లర్క్ మెయిన్స్ ఇస్తే ఎలా ఇస్తాడు చెప్పండి. Corners are facing towards the center and centers are away from the center. The information ఉంటుంది. Now here, and it is not clearly given like that. And K is seated second to the right of the one who likes bike, but not facing the same direction, isn't it? But not facing the same direction. Now let us take 2 different possibilities. Now K can be facing towards the center or K can be away from the center. And there are the 2 possibilities for him. Then K is seated second to the right of the one who likes bike. Now if you take K at this place and K is seated second to the right of the one and who likes bike and but not facing the same. If K is facing towards the center and the one who is likes bike must be away from the center. And this is one such a possibility. And in the next possibility, now if K is here, then now if K is away from the center and the one who likes bike, my bike and K is sitting second to the right of the one who likes bike, but not facing the same direction. Hence, but not facing the same direction. Now if this person is facing towards the center, then K is seated second to the right is not possible. Onagada. But bike. Now the one who likes bike must be at this place. And this person is facing towards the center, the one who likes bike. And K is seated second to the right of the one who likes bike. And these 2 persons are not facing the same direction. And next one, M is an immediate neighbor of K. M is an immediate neighbor of K and sitting second to the left of the one who came to the office by minibus and both are facing towards the center. Now which 2 are facing towards the center? M and the one minibus are facing towards the center. And this M is sitting second to the left of. M is an immediate neighbor of K and is seated second to the left of the one. Then M is seated second to the left of the one if you take M at this place. Now M is an immediate neighbor of K. Then this M is facing towards the center. Then, and M is seated second to the left of the one who is coming by minibus. And they get towards the center. And then, now in this case if you take M at this place, M is here, M is facing towards the center and the one and who comes by minibus. Minibus second unnadu cheppanడి. Now this minibus must be here. Saripinda ledu. And M is an immediate neighbor of K and sitting second to the left of the one and who is coming by minibus and both are facing the same direction. And persons who came by car and auto are immediate neighbors. Car and auto are immediate neighbors to each other and both are not facing the same direction and they are not immediate neighbors to minibus and bike. Now these 2 persons are not immediate to minibus and bike. Now in this case, and who are those 2 persons? Car and auto. Now car and auto cannot be here, isn't it? And cannot be here as well. This case is completely ruled out. And car and bike must be adjacent to each other. None of these 2 persons must be adjacent to whom? Adjacent to minibus and M. M and minibus ki pakkana undakudadu kada iddaru. And car and auto are immediate neighbors and both are not facing the same direction. and they are not immediate neighbors of the one minibus and bike. Now minibus and bike, hence car and auto must be in these two places, car and auto. Now this is car and this is auto. And these two persons are traveling by, and car and auto, and these two persons are traveling by which one? And persons who came by car and auto are immediate neighbors, and both are not facing the same direction. Now this person is facing towards the center, this person is away from the center. And not immediate to the one who came by minibus and bike. Immediate to minibus and bike, this is the possibility we have. Then what is the next one we have? Persons L and the one who comes by car. L and the one who came by car are facing each other. L and the one who is coming by car are facing each other, isn't it? Are facing each other. Now is it possible here? Not possible. Hence this case is completely ruled out. As this case is completely ruled out here, then in the same case, now if bike is at this place, bike ekkada unde chance undi kada. Now if bike is here, then now where should this one? M is at this place. My second possibility unda leda M. Now if M is at this place, then K and M are adjacent to each other. M is to the second to the left, and both are facing towards the center, and M is seated second to the left of the one minibus, and bike and minibus are not adjacent, and a car and auto must be like this. And they get the car and auto, car or auto, or car or auto. Then car or auto and car or auto is given. Then these two persons are opposite, and L and the one. Now minibus. Now minibus is here. Now if minibus is here, then minibus and car and auto cannot be adjacent to each other. Hence it cannot be car or auto. Then now car or auto must be like this. Car and auto. K must be car or auto. Then out of which car and L are facing each other. Car and L are facing each other. If it is car here, now this person is facing away from the center, hence it cannot be car, and this must be auto. And if this is auto, then this person is car and this person is facing L. L and car are opposite, facing each other. And only one person between W and the one who comes by bicycle. W and the one who comes by bicycle, and both are not facing the same. And W and the one who comes by bicycle, now this person must be away from the center, this person is also away. Why? Because, and not more than two persons who are facing the same direction are towards the same, are together. And here, one person between W and the one who is coming by bicycle. Now W and bicycle, if W is here, and bicycle must be here, and both the persons are facing, are not facing the same. Hence here it cannot be the case. W and bicycle. Hence W cannot be here. Then what is the other possibility for this W? Can you have W at this place? Not W. W ikkada undachu. Now if you take W at this place, W and bicycle, there must be exactly one person. Again both the persons are facing the same direction, not possible. Hence W cannot be here, cannot be here. W must be here. Now if W is here, now the one who is coming by bicycle is at this place. And W and bicycle, there must be exactly. And X comes by scooty and sitting at one of the sides of the triangle. Now X, scooty, and one of the sides of the triangle, and neither B nor W does not come by bike. Now bike, neither B nor W. Now L is coming by bike, and this is again ruled out. Then tell me who is the person left over here? Only one more person that is left over is a bicycle and B. And now this is the final arrangement. Clear? Now this is about question numbers 1 to 5. Mas saripenda? Edana condition invalid ochindha manaki. And this is about question numbers 1 to 5. Then next one 6 onwards. Mas 6 nunchi chestunaro ledo. And question numbers 6 to 8. Now in this 6 to 8, now these three are based on inequality. Now syllogisms. Ma syllogisms chesara? Ma syllogisms. మా ఇంతకుముందు మనం syllogisms different models discuss చేసాం. దేంట్లో now that second paper in our classroom, and after those 95 questions we have completed, 95 or 105. and after that one, and one sheet I have given, and in that one we have discussed about all the different models. Does not follow 10 questions. Next one, reverse syllogisms, and next, and sequence, and first two are the statement, third is the conclusion. Any two can be, and any conclusion can be drawn with the remaining two. Such a type of questions, any change upon around 25 questions were there, isn't it? And please go through that sheet once again. And again, in the mains examination, there is every chance of getting some different model apart from this one. Clear? Then coming back to this one, only a few apples are guavas. Now only some of the apples are guavas, but not all. Only few apples are guavas, but not all. All these apples are not a part of guava. All carrots are grape. No grape is cashew nut, and all guavas are carrot. Now this entire guava is a part of carrot, and all these carrots are what? All carrots are grapes. All carrots are grapes, and no grape is cashew nut. No intersection between grape and cashew nut. Then next one, first one, all apples are cashews is a possibility. Now this entire apple is a part of cashew nut. Is it possible or not? In order to make this one possible, my diagram ela undali, and this entire apples must be a part of this cashew nut. Ela undali. Can you write cashew nut like this? Now if you write cashew nut like this, no grape is cashew nut will become false, statement invalid, and it cannot be drawn. That means it is not possible. Then all grapes are apple is a possibility. Now this entire grape is a part of this apple. Raskocho ledo? Yes, amma cheppandi. Entire grape is a part of apple ante ela. Apple ela raskocho? Make a line emundi? This entire apple cannot be a part of guava. Now also entire apple is not a part of guava. Is it valid or not? Yes. Hence what is your answer? Only two. Only two, choice two, question number 6. Then next one, 7th one. Now in this question number 7, no dog is lion. No dog is lion. Only a few dogs are tigers. Only some of the dogs are tigers, but not all. Only some dogs are tigers, but not all. And at the same time, no dog is lion. No intersection between dog and a lion. And all tigers are deers. All tigers are deers, and all lions are parrot. Now this entire lion is a part of parrot. All lions are parrots. And next one, only a few dogs are tigers, and no dog is a lion, and all tigers are deers. Now this entire tiger is a part of what? Tiger is a part of deer. Then coming to the first one, all dogs are parrot is a possibility. Now this entire dog is a part of parrot. Now is it possible or not? Tell me, is it possible to extend my parrot like this or not? And lion and dog cannot be intersected. There is no condition on this parrot. Clear? Hence it is possible. And all tigers are lion is a possibility. Now this entire tiger is a part of lion. In order to make that one possible, all tigers are lion. That means line must be like this. Can I draw line like this? If I draw line like this, no line is dog will become false. Hence it is not possible. Only one is to choice one, question number 7. The next one, 8th one, all blues are black. Now this entire blue is a part of what? Is a part of black. Entire blue is a part of black, and a few black is brown. Some black is brown, but not all. And only a few brown is pink. Only some brown is pink, but not all. Some brown is pink, but not all. And few yellow are blues. Now yellow and blue, there is an intersection. Few yellows are blues. Then first one, and some brown is not pink. As of now, some brown is not pink. True, and these are the browns that are not pink. That is definitely true. And some blue is brown. Some blue is brown. That is false. Now the first one is a negative conclusion. Now to make this one false, now we need to prove all brown is pink. This entire brown must be a part of this pink. Is it possible or not? No. Why? Because only some brown is pink, but not all. Hence it is not possible to draw the complementary pair. Hence alternate diagram cannot be drawn. This will be true forever. Hence what is your answer? Only one, question number 8. The next one, 9th one. Now in this question number 9, critical reasoning, first or the second priority? My critical reasoning, definitely under the first priority, and that too in your PRRBs, critical reasoning must be the first priority. because Telugu translation would also be clearly given. Now you can make use of the Telugu translation as well. Then coming back to this one, a teacher in college A had allotted an assignment and to her students in which they had to read a certain book on terrorist attacks and then write a book review based on this one. Now this teacher has allotted an assignment now to go through this entire book which is based on terrorist attack and write a review based on that book. And parents of many students have raised an objection over the assignment and saying that reading such a violent and disturbing book at such an early age may have a negative effect on the students. Then the teacher on the other hand says that news channels, movies, television shows, social media, etc. are anyhow exposing young minds to violence. Clear? Now a small altercation between this teacher and the parents. Now this teacher has given an assignment and to the students to go through that book which is based on terrorist attack and write a review based on that one. Now the parents are objecting that one, and at an early stage, that is at a tender age. Now if they go through this book, they will get influenced by this one, and such type of books you should not give for review. That's what the claim made by these parents. And they get it? Now the teachers claim, on the other hand, arguing that and channels, news channels, movies, television shows, social media, they are anyhow exposing young minds to violence. మా వైలెన్స్కి వాళ్ళు అలవాటు పడిపోతారు, దానికి వాళ్ళకి తెలుస్తుంది అంటే వీళ్ళు ఏమంటున్నారు, మా ఆల్రెడీ ఇవన్నీ దీంట్లో వైలెన్సే వస్తుంది, దానివల్ల ఈ బుక్ నుంచి వాళ్ళు కొత్తగా ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యేది ఏమీ ఉండదు అని వీళ్ళు అంటున్నారు. దెన్ విచ్ ఆర్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ మే వీకెన్ ద ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ మేడ్ బై ద పేరెంట్స్. మా పేరెంట్స్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ వీకెన్ అవ్వాలి. పేరెంట్స్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ ఏంటి, దీస్ యంగ్ బ్రెయిన్స్ విల్ గెట్ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్డ్ బై సచ్ మెటీరియల్, అంతే కదా. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చెప్పాలి, నో ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ వీకెన్ ద ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ మీన్స్ అండ్ దే విల్ నాట్ గెట్ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్డ్ బై దిస్ వన్ అని మనం చెప్పగలగాలి. దెన్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్, ద ఆథర్ ఆఫ్ ద బుక్ హెస్ నాట్ మెన్షన్డ్ ఎనీ రియల్ నేమ్స్. నౌ జస్ట్ బికాస్ ద రియల్ నేమ్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ గివెన్, నౌ వెదర్ దే కెన్ బి ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్డ్ ఆర్ నాట్. ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది కదా పిల్లలు. మా పేర్లు మార్చినంత మాత్రాన ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ అవ్వరా? అవుతారు. సేమ్ ద కంటెంట్ వుడ్ బి ద సేమ్, జస్ట్ దే ఆర్ చేంజింగ్ ద నేమ్స్. హెన్స్ నౌ విత్ దిస్ వన్ we can say that they are still influencing. And parents' claim is also that children will get influenced. Now with the first one also we can say that children are being influenced. Influence అయినా తగ్గిందని చెప్తామా? చెప్పలేదు కదా. Hence first one is ruler. Second, the main focus of the book is inspiring stories of terrorists. Now it is inspiring stories of terrorist stories ఇవన్నీ. దానివల్ల వాళ్ళ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ పెరుగుతుందా తగ్గుతుందా? పెరుగుతుంది. మనకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటి, నౌ ఈచ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫోర్ మే వీకెన్ ద ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ మేడ్ బై ద పేరెంట్స్. పేరెంట్స్ ఏమంటున్నారు, వాళ్ళకి ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ పెరుగుతుంది అని అన్నారు. ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ పెరుగుతుంది అని వచ్చింది. ఆపోజిట్ రావాలంటే ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ పెరగదు అని చెప్పాలి. అండ్ థర్డ్ వన్, ద టీచర్స్ ఆఫ్ కాలేజ్ ఏ హ్యావ్ ద అథారిటీ చూస్ ద కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అసైన్మెంట్ టు బి అలాటెడ్ టు స్టూడెంట్స్. అండ్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఏవైతే అసైన్మెంట్ ఇస్తారో అది దట్స్ ఓన్ అండ్ ఆన్ దేర్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఓన్లీ. And none of the other persons can intervene into this one. ఇంకెవరు దీంట్లో మధ్యలో చేయి పెట్టడానికి లేదు. టీచర్స్ వాట్ ఎవర్ దే ఫీల్ గుడ్ దే విల్ గివ్ దిస్ వన్. క్లియర్? నౌ విత్ దిస్ వన్ కెన్ వి సే దట్ దే కెనాట్ బి ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్డ్ ఆర్ దే విల్ బి ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్డ్? వీ కెనాట్ సే ఎనీథింగ్ రిగార్డింగ్ దిస్ వన్. దెన్ ఫోర్త్ వన్ చూడండి. And the book is not listed in the prescribed books for writing book reviews. As the book is not listed in the prescribed books for writing book reviews, hence such type of book should not be given by the teachers. ఇది మళ్ళీ ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఇట్ ఈస్ స్ట్రెంథనింగ్ ద పేరెంట్స్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్. క్లియర్? అండ్ ఫిఫ్త్ వన్, మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ హ్యావ్ నాట్ read the book and this is not related to this one. And so what is your answer here? And to be frank, and there is no particular answer to this one. Among the given choices, 3 can be your answer because it is not by this one. We cannot say that they are not influenced by this. Then question number 9 choice 3. Then 10th one, there are some 7 airlines A, B, C, D, E, F and G depart from X airport every Wednesday, and C airlines are the earliest to depart and departure time is not after 9 a.m. That is, it is at 9 a.m. or lesser than 9 a.m. and its travel time is 2 hours lesser than the travel time of F airlines. Man cheppandi idi first priority na second priority na? Definitely under the second priority. Because anyhow we have done the first 5 questions. ఒక సెట్ ఆల్రెడీ చేసేసాం అవునా కదా, కనుక దీన్ని సెకండ్ పెట్టుకోండి. అది సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ వదిలేసి ఇది సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ పెట్టారనుకోండి, దెన్ ప్రెజర్ ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది మనకి. అండ్ దిస్ వన్ యూ నీడ్ టు కీప్ అండర్ ద సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ. ఓకే, దెన్ మనం స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాము. అండ్ దెర్ ఆర్ సమ్ 7 airlines. Now 7 airlines and they depart from this airport at 7 different timings. అవునా కదా. And then tell me, ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ ఎలా ఫిక్స్ చేయాలి డయాగ్రామ్, అండ్ విచ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ డయాగ్రామ్ వీ నీడ్ టు ఆప్ట్ ఫర్. ఎలా రాసుకోవాలి డయాగ్రామ్? ABCDEFG అని రాసుకుందామా ఎయిర్లైన్స్? మనం చెప్పండి ఎలా రాద్దాం డయాగ్రామ్? ABCDలో రాసుకోవచ్చా లేదా? No, why it is no? Because here all these airlines are not departing in the same order, isn't it? Hence we cannot go with this one. Rather than going that way, let us give the numbering to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 stands for the flight that is departing the first and second and so on, that is the last. And next one, several airlines. And C airlines are the earliest to depart. Where is this C? And C is the first one to depart. And C airlines is the first one to depart. And departure time is not after 9 a.m. And departure time is what? And lesser than or equals to 9 a.m. Now this is departure time, and at the same time now, and reaching time. Reaching time is also there, and finally the duration they have taken, isn't it? Then coming back to this one, it is lesser than or equals to 9 a.m. and its travel time is 2 hours less than the travel time of F airlines. And duration, how much is the duration here? 2 hours lesser than the duration of F airlines. It is 2 hours lesser than the travel time of F airlines. Now since A airlines has to cover the least distance and it leaves last. Now which is at the last? A is at the last, isn't it? And but before 9 p.m. Now has to cover the least and but before 9 p.m. And but whereas and still completes its journey by 11 p.m. Now it is completing by at what time? 11 p.m. 11 p.m. This is what the information given related to this one. మరి సరిపోయింది ఎంతవరకు మన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్? Then coming to the next one here, and D airlines leaves X airport on Wednesday noon, and D is at what time? 12 noon. D leaves at 12 noon and takes 19 hours to reach the destination. 12 noon and 19 hours means, tell me at what time it will reach us? Next day. 24 hours means next day 12 o'clock on Thursday. And 24 minus 5, 12 minus 5, 7 a.m. on Thursday. Avuna kada? And it takes how many hours? 19 hours. Total time is 19 hours, and at the same time it leaves at 12 noon and 7 a.m. Thursday, and takes 19 hours to reach the destination. And there is a 4-hour gap between departure times of E airlines leaving at 10 a.m. Now E is leaving at what time? E is leaving at 10 a.m. and C airlines. Now between C and E, how many hours gap is there? 4 hours gap. Now if E is leaving at 10 a.m. and C must leave at what time? And 6 a.m. 10 minus 4, and this C is leaving at 6 a.m. in the morning. And there is 6 a.m. There is 4 hours gap between E, which is leaving at 10 a.m. and C airlines. E airlines take 1 hour more than the travel time of C airlines. Now E is traveling, and how much time? 1 hour more than C plus 1. And E airlines take 1 hour more than the travel time of C airlines to reach its destination. A airlines leave 5 hours after B. A is leaving 5 hours after B, hence A is leaving before 9 a.m., isn't it? And A is leaving 5 hours after. That means B is A minus 5. అంతే కదా? A minus 5. And B aliens depart. A aliens leave 5 hours after B aliens depart, but takes only 3 hours to reach its destination. Now which has taken only 3 hours? No. B or A, which has taken 3 hours? A aliens leave 5 hours after B, but refers to what? But refers to A. అంతే కదా, ఫస్ట్ దాని గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. నా ఏ ఏలియన్ గురించి మాట్లాడు. ఏ aliens leave 5 hours after B, but always refers to the first element. And or but always refers to the first, who or which refers to the immediately previous. And but only 3 hours to reach its destination. Now which has taken 3 hours to reach the destination? A has taken 3 hours. If A has taken 3 hours, then that means it is reaching at 11 a.m. As it is reaching at 11 a.m, hence it must start at what time? 8 p.m. అంతే కదా, 11 p.m. and 3 hours destination. Now B, and now B is starting at what time? 5 minutes less, 5 minutes before this A. 8 minus, that means this B is leaving at 3 p.m. Must సరిపోయిందా B? And B is 3 p.m. B aliens but takes only 3 hours. F aliens and G alien take 10 and 8 hours to reach their destinations respectively. Now F is taking how much time? 8 hours. And F is 10 hours. And G is taking how many hours? 8 hours. 8 hours to reach their destination respectively. And also F aliens leave at 5 p.m. And this F is leaving at what time? 5 p.m. Now if you take the case of this F is leaving at 5 p.m. and it is taking how many hours? 10 hours. And 10 hours to this one is so much? 5 p.m. and early morning 3 a.m. this F will be reaching. F will be reaching at what time? 3 a.m. because it is taking 10 hours duration. Then leave at 5 p.m. there is a gap of 8 hours between these two. Now 5 p.m. F is at 5 p.m. D is at 12 and B is at 3, E is at 10. E is at 10, E, D, B, F. అంతే కదా, E, D, B, F is the order. E, D, B, F is the order and between the two. And also F aliens leave at 5 p.m. and there is a gap of 8 hours between the departure of these two aliens. Now between which two aliens the gap of 8 hours? మా ఏ aliens గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నా? F and G. Now between F and G there is a gap of how many hours? 8 hours. 8 hours, F is leaving at what time? 5 p.m. And this G must leave at what time? 8 hours before 5 p.m. 8 hours before 5 p.m. means మా 5 o'clock ki 8 hours తీసేయండి. 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9 o'clock. And which is leaving at 9 o'clock? G is leaving at 9 o'clock. And G 9 o'clock. Then next one to G. Next ఇంకేమని చెప్పండి? And E is at 10 o'clock. And after this T, D is at what time? And D is at 12 o'clock. Then B is at what time? B is at 3 o'clock. And next one, and F is at 10 o'clock. Now, the remaining 5 are in this order. సరిపోయింది కదా, C ఉంది, A ఉంది. Remaining ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి చెప్పండి? 5. And these are the 5 we have. What is order we have? G, E, D, B, E, F. Then, ఇప్పుడు టైమింగ్స్ చెప్పండి. Now G is at what time? 9 a.m. And next one E is at what time? 10 a.m. And next one D is at what time? 12 noon. And next one B is at what time? And B is at 3 p.m. And F is at 5 p.m. Then F is taking how many hours? 10 hours. And if he is taking 10 hours, then it will reach the destination at what time? And 3 a.m. Thursday. సరిపోయిందా 3 a.m.? Now we have done with this F case. Now G is taking how many hours? 8 hours. Now if it is taking 8 hours, it is starting at 9 o'clock and it reaches at what time? 5 p.m. It reaches at 5 p.m. Now we have done with G as well. F 5 p.m. F is at 5 p.m. and 3 a.m. Then next one D 12 noon and it reaches tomorrow morning 7 a.m. and the total time it has taken is 19 hours. Now E has taken 1 hour more than C. Now C has taken how much time? That is not known. Now F has taken 10 hours and C is 2 hours lesser than F. 2 hours lesser than F and 10 hours చెప్పండి 8 hours. Now if it takes 8 hours and it will reach us at what time? 2 p.m. Now coming to this E is taking 1 hour more than the travel time of C. Now C is taking how many hours? 8 hours. And C must take 9 hours. Now if it takes 9 hours, then 10 a.m. it is starting at 10 a.m. and it must reach at what time? 7 p.m. Must have been the 7 p.m. Now we have left with only one more. And one flight reaches its destination at 8 p.m. What is that flight? Now B reaches at 8 p.m. Much only and the simple అయిపోయిందో. By the time we have reached to the last statement, entire information has been done. ఇది మీరు అనుకున్నంత డిఫికల్ట్ అయితే కాదు. ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఇంతకుముందు చేయలేదు కాబట్టి దీన్ని సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ పెట్టాం. చేసి ఉంటే డెఫినెట్లీ ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ, సెకండ్ పాసిబిలిటీ లేదు ఇందులో. The advantage with this one when compared with question numbers 1 to 5, in 1 to 5 we have 4 different possibilities there, but it's here single possibility and it comes under distribution. అందుకే మనం ఎప్పుడు మనం రెగ్యులర్గా మాట్లాడుకునేది ఏంటి, డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ సీమ్స్ టు బి డిఫికల్ట్. చూడడానికి భయంకరంగా కనిపిస్తుంది, ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ వుడ్ బి లాట్స్, బట్ వేర్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద కేసెస్ విల్ గెట్ ఓన్లీ వన్ పాసిబిలిటీ. సింగిల్ పాసిబిలిటీతో ఫిక్స్ అయిపోతుంది అరేంజ్మెంట్. ఒక్కటి ఏంటంటే ఓపిక్గా చేయాలి. అండ్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ పర్ఫెక్ట్గా చేయాలంటే ద ఓన్లీ థింగ్ విచ్ కమ్స్ ఇన్ హ్యాండీ ఫర్ యూ పీపుల్ ఈస్ ఏంటది, ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ షుడ్ బి రెడ్ ఓన్లీ వన్స్. ఒకేసారి చదువుకోవాలి అండ్ యూ నీడ్ టు రిప్రజెంట్ ద డేటా లైక్ దిస్. డేటా రాసుకోవాలి, అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇలా క్యాన్సిల్ చేసేసుకోవాలి. దెన్ మరి ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి ఇంకొకసారి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి అండ్ వితౌట్ లుకింగ్ ఇన్ టు ద సొల్యూషన్. And this is about question numbers 10 to 14.